Reading food labels is an essential step toward healthier eating, helping you make smarter choices and avoid hidden pitfalls in packaged foods. Food labels are often overlooked, but they hold vital information that can guide you to create a pantry full of nutritious and wholesome options. In today's video, we'll simplify the process of decoding food labels and share actionable tips to transform your grocery shopping experience. General tips for reading food labels: always start by checking the serving size, as all nutritional information on the label is based on this portion size, which can be surprisingly small. Pay close attention to the calories per serving to ensure they fit within your daily calorie goals, especially if you're managing your weight. Use the percent daily value column as a helpful tool to understand how much of a nutrient one serving contributes to your overall daily intake. Look at the ingredient list carefully. Ingredients are listed in descending order by weight, so the first few items make up the majority of the product. Be cautious with products that have long ingredient lists filled with unfamiliar names, as they often indicate heavily processed items. Understanding fats: focus on the type of fats listed, opt for items with minimal saturated fat and avoid those containing harmful trans fats entirely. Be mindful of products labeled low fat, as they often replace fat with added sugars or artificial flavorings to maintain taste. Choose foods that contain healthy fats from natural sources like nuts, seeds, avocados, and olive oil, which are good for your heart and brain. Spotting hidden sugars: check for added sugars, which can appear under many names like corn syrup, dextrose, or maltodextrin, often hidden in processed foods. Look for the total sugars section and aim for products with minimal or no added sugars to avoid unnecessary calorie consumption. Remember that a seemingly small sugar content can quickly add up if you consume more than the stated serving size on the label. Be cautious with foods that list sugar as one of the first 3 ingredients, as this typically means the product is very sweetened. Navigating carbohydrates: learn to differentiate between total carbohydrates and dietary fiber. Fiber is beneficial and should ideally be higher in good choices. When choosing bread, cereals, or pasta, ensure the label lists whole grains as the first ingredient to guarantee it's truly whole grain. Avoid heavily processed carbohydrates that are stripped of nutrients and fiber, as they can lead to energy crashes and overeating. Protein and its importance: check the protein content per serving, especially if you have an active lifestyle or specific dietary goals requiring higher protein intake. Opt for plant-based protein sources like beans, lentils, and quinoa, which also provide additional nutrients like fiber and vitamins. Be cautious with protein bars or shakes that have high sugar content or artificial additives, as they're not always as healthy as advertised. Sodium and its impact: sodium can hide in many processed foods, even those that don't taste salty, so always review the sodium section carefully. For low sodium choices, look for items with less than 140 mg of sodium per serving, especially if you're watching your salt intake. Prepackaged meals, soups, and canned goods often contain excessive sodium, so opt for low sodium or no salt added varieties. Recognizing misleading claims: be wary of labels with terms like natural, organic, or multigrain, as they can be misleading without a closer look at the ingredients. Products marketed as light or light may be lower in calories, but they often compensate by adding sugar or artificial flavors. Just because a product is labeled cholesterol-free doesn't mean it's healthy; it may still contain unhealthy fats or additives. Building a healthy pantry: fill your pantry with whole foods like lentils, brown rice, and oats, which are nutrient-dense and have minimal added ingredients. When buying canned goods like tomatoes or beans, choose versions labeled no salt added to better control your sodium levels. Frozen fruits and vegetables without added sugar, sauces, or salt are excellent options for a convenient and nutritious pantry. Practical shopping tips: use your phone's zoom feature or carry a small magnifying glass to read the fine print on food labels more easily while shopping. Don't rely solely on front-of-package claims, instead, flip the package to examine the detailed nutrition facts for a complete understanding. Look for allergen statements and warnings, especially if someone in your family has food sensitivities or dietary restrictions. Environmental and ethical choices: opt for sustainable and ethical products by checking for certifications like Fair Trade, Non-GMO, or Rainforest Alliance certified. Purchase organic versions of produce prone to high pesticide use, such as those on the Dirty Dozen list, to reduce your exposure. Tips for families and kids: when shopping for snacks for kids, prioritize options with simple ingredients, low sugar, and no artificial additives for better nutrition. Teach your children how to read food labels with you. It's a fun and educational way to instill healthy eating habits at an early age. Final tips for label decoding: keep a list of your preferred brands and products to save time during future grocery trips while sticking to healthier options. Regularly compare different brands of the same product to ensure you're choosing the one with the most balanced nutritional profile. Remember that no single label gives the complete picture. Consider your entire diet and lifestyle when deciding what to buy.